Hi, Sherls here. Thank you for stopping by on my channel. Welcome or welcome back. If you are new, please subscribe and help my channel grow. I have a confession. I do not make the 2025 planner freebie for myself. I tried it in 2024 and it didn't really work for me. This year, I'm trying a weekly goal planner using the goal planner page in a 2025 planner freebie. I will write the corresponding week in a title, then what I need to finish that week. If I don't complete it as planned, I will rewrite it for the next week with a note of what week it is supposed to be finished. I think this kind of planner will work better for me. We will know for sure by the end of 2025. I am using this old binder I have. I don't remember where I got it from. Maybe it is from Fabmo's free section. Either way, I decided I will be using it for 2025 weekly goal planner. Originally, I planned to take the ring apart, then install it to my DIY cover. However, I noticed this ring binder is secured very tightly. It will take a lot of work to take it apart. Therefore, now I decided to take apart the black plastic cover. Then put it back with pretty paper or fabric. I already started the removal process and I will continue in fast forward speed. I clean up the cover edge much as possible. It's really easy to take it off from the front and back cover, but from the spine, it took a lot of effort. And frankly, I still have a tiny bit of the plastic cover here and here. Let's see if I can do something about it. If not, I will just leave it because I don't think it will cause me any problem. Yeah, it's kind of hard by now because it's just a tiny little bit of plastic that is like hold together by this ring here. Just one tiny bit of plastic, and this one. I think I will just leave it. It doesn't worth spending too much time on it. And the one that's under this ring band, I remove it pretty well. I'm pretty pleased about that. Well, in the process, I bent the cardboard and it doesn't look pristine. That should be fine because I will cover this up. I already decided that I will be using this fabric for the spine and my antique papery digital collection. This digital, as far as I know, is already discontinued. Actually, I don't even know that you can find antique papery on Etsy by now. So anyways, I'm sorry, I will not leave the link to this digital because as far as I know, you cannot get it anywhere. But if you know that you can get it somewhere, so please let me know and I will leave the link on the description box. Now I'm just adhering a double-sided tape on the edges like usual to make sure that it is properly adhered. And then I will be using my fabric tag to adhere the spine to the fabric. I am applying a really generous amount of adhesive here because I want this to last a whole year. It's better if it will last more than 1 year, of course. But I know that it will be open and closed. It will be used often throughout the year. So it needs to be really strong. Roughly in the center like this, and this part later I will adhere it to the spine and tuck it under the ring band. So this ring band was attached to the cardboard by this thread or grommet here, and they leave a little bit gap between this circle here to the edge of the spine, and therefore I can tuck my fabric or my paper underneath it like this. But this will be a later process. Now I will just leave it here to completely dry, and meanwhile I will be working on the front and the back cover here. It doesn't really matter which one is front, which one is back cover, but what really matters to me is which digital I want to use. So I will be doing this something, yeah, I think this one will be the front. For this rounded corner, I will try to use this tool. When I bought this tool, it said you can also use it to make the cover of with a rounded corner. So let's see if this really works. This is not the shape that it is supposed to be, because this is a smaller round than my cover here. But if I use this circle, I feel that this is not enough gaps. So let's just see what we can do with this. Something like this. Doesn't seem right, because it will leave me a little bit of paper to cover the whole area. So this might need a little bit of tinkering here. But what I can already foresee I need to do is just cut it just where before the round corner start. So possibly something like this and this. It seems like this tool doesn't really work. And my scissors. And this part I will also be using the double-sided tape that I have a billions of, and I need to use them up. Oopsie. I need to get my mat for this, because I don't want my adhesive to get into my table surface. Let's see, I forget this part. I need to trim the paper to fold along the edge of the cover. This is a really nice thick and thick cover, by the way. I was tempted to just replace it with my own cardboard so I can use this for something else, but I decided nope, let's just use it for this cover. This. I think I should treat this as if I'm sewing a circle, a rounded corner. Go like this, and go like this and this. Yep, perfect. So that's what I should be doing. This goes in first, and then this one, and finally this one here. On the other side, it also looks nice. And now let's work on the other rounded corner. Cut it into third, and then apply good amount of adhesive. Let's do one by one. Pull it up, and this one, and finally the third one. Looks really nice. I'm happy with this. So I will repeat the same process for the back cover. this is my front cover and this is my back cover. They look really nice. I like them. And before I adhere this to the spine, I want to first trace the shape of the cover for the mat for this part. So let's see which one I want to use. That one and this one. So there will be something like this. One trace and the second one, let's see, so that one will be for this side and this one is for this side, and I want to see more of the tops, so like this. So this is done. I can put this aside for now. And the next step for me, let's see which one is top and which one is bottom. Or actually it doesn't really matter because they are pretty equal. This and like this. And let's see, let's use my double-sided tape first. Double-sided tape doesn't really do much when adhering fabric, to be frank, but I still like to use it just for temporary placement while I'm adjusting the position. Also, in my opinion, it helps catch me. So that one is here. Yep, this is the back. And it will be here. Oopsie, oopsie. So take this apart and then apply a generous amount of adhesive. Nice. Back cover is adhered, not fully adhered yet because it is still wet, but at least it's already there. Flip it carefully so I can do this. Other side. the reason that I like to push the fabric or the paper on the hinge here against the cover. This one here, you see it makes a little bit bubble. That's the one that I try to prevent. That's why every single time I'm making a hardcover, I always do this. Pressing this hinge here, whatever material I use, against the spine or the cover. Sometimes I apply more adhesive to make sure that it doesn't make a bubble like that. Sometimes the bubble can also be on the spine side, so I have to work on that too. This one here, it needs a little bit more adhesive, or a lot more adhesive actually, because it doesn't adhere well. And I notice it will also make a bubble when I fold the cover. You cannot really see it actually, but I don't like that. I want this to look nice and looks more like a professionally made. This one, I can show you better what I mean. This one here, see how it's bubble when I fold like this? That needs more work. Either by pressing this fabric against the thickness of the spine or a cover, or applying more adhesive. And in this case, I believe I applied enough adhesive. I just need to make sure that the fabric forms the foley of the hinge between the spine and the cover. This one looks flat now, and the other side also looks flat. And my next step will be to cut this cover that I already traced and trim it a little bit smaller so it's not overhang, and then adhere it here. But before that, I just remember that I need to cover this gap here. Let's see, should I use paper or should I use fabric? I think I will be using paper. Like, it's going like this, and on the other side. Yeah, that's what I will be doing. So I will cut my paper, and then I will show you how I adhere it to this cover, and then we are going to decorate this cover, and it's pretty much done. It will be nice if I can use one strip of paper for the spine. Unfortunately, this ring bond was installed to the cardboard using this chrome, so it is stuck here, but in the center it is connected. So without the other option, I will have to use 2 strips of paper. I already applied my double-sided tape on the location that I care about, and I just need to adhere it. Let's see. This double-sided tape really doesn't like to adhere to fabric, but again, it doesn't really matter because it's there to help me making sure that the paper is completely adhere until the edges. Again, I don't like this bubble, so I will apply more adhesive and massage the paper to make the bubble disappear. It is a much easier job if this is paper or just fabric to fabric, but it is not, and I have a little bit trouble making sure that I don't have bubbles on the corners. It's not really perfect, but I have done my best. It will be much easier if this is paper to paper or the fabric is more receptive to the paper, but it is not, and it's fine. It's already looking so much better than having a big bubble here. And maybe I should try to clip this so the paper will completely adhere to the fabric when the adhesive is dried. So like this one, yeah, we will see. But for now, this is already looking so much better than the original. There's one, the black look, and this one. I like this one so much better. I will be using one of the New Year Quotes journal cards freebie I have on my coffee page to decorate the cover. In the freebie, I also have 4 bookmarks with great New Year quotes. I will use one of them to make a bookmark for my 2025 weekly goal planner. I have a little bit of problem here. I want to put this journal card somewhere in the center of the cover horizontal wise. However, this fabric that I use to cover the spine is pretty wide. So this section here looks weird to me. If this fabric is narrower and it ends somewhere around here, so it will look something like this, I can slide the journal card more toward my right hand side and it will look much better proportionally. However, this is what I currently have to deal with. So what I'm going to do, I am going to cover this transition between the digital paper and the fabric using this floral fussy cut that I have. I will adhere it somewhere like this, and this journal card will be something like this. In my opinion, this will look more seamless, and this small gap here, it doesn't bother me. If later after I adhere this, I found that it bothers me, I can put another floral or something to cover it up. But for now, I think this looks cute enough. This fussy cut is also available for free on my coffee page. If I'm not mistaken, it is the Springtime Floral Fussy Cut freebie. I will put the link to all of the freebies that I use in this project on the description box so you can use it for your project. This is my finished 2025 weekly planner. I used one of the rectangle frames in my vintage frames and letterhead freebie to decorate the spine and write what this folder is for. Currently, I use a pencil to write it. I believe in the future, I will reuse this for something else. So the pencil will make it easier for me to erase and write the new purpose of this folder. I hope this tutorial gives you an idea how to decorate your ugly binder into something pretty that fits your style or your purpose. Thank you for watching until the end of this tutorial. Please leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't. Your support means a lot to me. Happy crafting! Bye!